Hi, everybody. I'm Helen. This is my podcast where I get to speak to musicians who intrigue me, people who really make me go, hmm. And I think it's safe to say, like, the whole country, the world is intrigued by this specific person. Please welcome Shekhinah.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I love that you're so good.
I'm so good.
Is that like your usual feeling after you've dropped an album?
Maybe just after, I don't know, surviving a week. It's like basically the end of the week. I'm like, I did it. I'm so good. But yeah, I am. I'm chilled. Yeah.
That's dope.
Thank you. How are you?
I am tired.
Yeah.
But I'm tired from everything except talking to musicians.
Love that. Okay, good.
I don't love that because, I need people to like give me money. So that
guys, please give please give my babe money. Please give my babe money. Thank you.
So obviously, like Less Trouble, your new album, has intrigued me the most this week, right?
I'm glad.
But what is something that has intrigued you in the last week or two? Something that made you go,
What has intrigued me in the last week? Things intrigue me every day, honestly.
Oh, yeah?
100%. Maybe the process of something. I don't know. I know it's random, but I was building a set for something, and basically 70% through building the set, and it still didn't look like how the reference was. And then by the end of it, it was perfect. So I guess for me, I was just like, sometimes we really have to see things through before we can actually judge it or give up on it, or so I realized that no, I really need to see things through more often. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
But when you say you're building a set, what does that mean?
No, it's like, even this, like, let's say I'm setting up for a podcast and I just have 2 chairs, or like, and all that was needing was this vase and flowers.
But for you specifically, like, are you saying something like a Rose Fest, you would be building a set? Or are you saying like you've got a side hustle where you build
Thank God I don't have a side hustle where I build sets. I literally suck at a lot of things. Building sets, I wouldn't be able to do that. But I was building a set for performance. And I just was struggling throughout the whole process, close till the end. And right at the end, we got it right. And I think I get so skeptical in doing things that I pull back away for a while, and then I just like, but at the end of the day, sometimes even if you think it's going to be terrible, see it through to the end, to completion. So that was another, just a little reminder that see things through.
Yeah, just keep going.
Yeah.
When I was driving here, I was thinking about how for the general public, we've kind of seen your journey, like, you attempting to make music, then you becoming a star, and then you becoming international superstar, all of that, right? But I was wondering about like what that experience feels like for you, because as the general public, we see it with musicians all the time, but we seldom get like the insight of like, what is your life like right now? Does that make sense?
It
sounds super simple, but like
the insight is that it just feels continuous. I'm just like, I just want to know what's next. And I think I was also thinking about that today when I was driving. I was like there's never that final project. There's always the next one and the next one and the next one.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting that people get to watch and know where you've come from and where you've come from. But I'm just on to the next thing mentally and emotionally. I'm like, what's the next project going to be? When does that start? What story is it going to tell? Yeah.
That's interesting. And I think maybe the thing that makes it hard for me to wrap my mind around is because I'm me, right? So I know my experience, but you are you, and we are watching you.
I get you.
So is there like, especially because you're on your media run, you're going to be promoting this album, you're going to be performing this album everywhere. What is like one question that you feel like, no one even understands this about my experience and nobody asks me about it?
how do you pay for everything? How do you pay for everything? I feel like, yeah, how do you pay for everything?
So what's the answer?
Like by the grace of God, each and every time. I think people just see these products go up and like they don't understand that, oh, last week someone sent me an invoice for the project and I was like, I thought I was done paying for this.
We're chopping your money now. And
oh,
you're like,
the money's chopped, Helen. It's chopped. Like the money is chopped, finished.
So now you need to go find this extra invoice money.
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's worth it. I feel like I live to pay for my projects, and that's been my story. I think people don't know that about me or whatever, but it's just like you gig, you put the money in the album, you buy some takeout and some cute clothes, you gig, you put the money into the project, you do something cute, you gig, you put the money into the project, and I think that's something people don't see, is that every piece of content, every song, like, it's been paid for, financially, not just emotionally, financially. And I really do understand what it means to suffer from art, like to put everything into it. Yeah. I guess that's it. Everything else is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you mentioned that, because I think in general, people assume because you're a public figure, you got it made, like you're on this brand deal and that brand deal, like everything is like you're swimming in money. But I think there's like value in saying you can be a creative person and also not expect your art to be like extremely profitable.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Yeah.
Because I think it's profitable. It's just you're not swimming in it.
100%. It's profitable, but not like, it's like I'm about to cash in, but it's sustainable. You put in, you live off of, you put in, you live off of, you put in, you live off of. And that's the job, like that's the job aspect of it, But I think the goal is always to be able to make music, to be able to be speaking about music, to be able to be near music. So it's like, okay, whatever it is, it's going to keep me closer to this thing. Let me do it, So, it's an expensive process though, always.
Did I hear correctly that this is the first album that you've recorded not
not in my bedroom? Like, can you believe that?
How?
Dude, both albums, Rose Gold and Trouble in Paradise, in my bedroom.
So you just like set up a little table in your bedroom?
Literally, but okay, spare bedroom. Let me say, let me clarify that. I need a little bit of drama. It was a story, like in my bedroom, in the spare bedroom. Okay. Always. Your home becomes your commercial space where you have to have producers in and make music. So whatever's the spare room is the studio. And I think anyone on the come up, or even still now, if you're not renting a big studio, the studio is sometimes in the kitchen. You know what I mean? And that's how it was. That's how we made Rose Gold. and never stepped into a studio to make a project, I think, until now. And that's only because the studio's in my house. Like my home came with a studio. So,
girl,
babe,
okay, I take everything I said back. Like, she's swimming in it. She's fine.
No, I only bought my house because it had a studio. So that
Whose house was it before?
It was Reynold's house from I always want to say the Graham Watkins Project. The band.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. The house has a history of music, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
So that was the selling point. I knew, okay, I'm going to make an album here and then I get to stay here. And there's just a bit more separation, the house from the studio. But if that's still the easiest way it was for me to pay for studio time, or to make sense of paying for studio times to pay a bond, you know. So it's like that.
Math,
Yeah, big girl math. So it's like that, and I know it's like that for every other artist. It's like, where am I going to studio? Where do I get to lock in? Where do I get to feel comfortable? Where do I get to take off my shoes, not wear a wig? You know, be vulnerable. Yeah, 100%. You know, and do my best work. So yeah, both two projects I did in my room and in my flat.
Yeah.
And then I'd say the end of Trouble in Paradise was the end of COVID. I was a little bit like, didn't know where I was staying because I wasn't staying in, and I had to leave my apartment. It was COVID. I was trying to pay back loans. I was trying to hustle. Then we were borrowing someone else's studio for a little bit. I'd say for the last month of making that project. So maybe the last bit of Trouble in Paradise, I did work in a studio, but that was just a favor, you know. But this whole album was made in a studio.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On being a homeowner.
Thank you.
Congratulations on putting out a new album.
Thank you.
And I think it's like the low-hanging fruit here is Less Trouble is the sequel to Trouble in Paradise, only because both have trouble in it.
Yes.
But that's the low-hanging fruit, right?
Yes.
But for you, did you feel like, yes, it is actually the follow-on?
Yes, totally. Totally. I totally did. I felt just in a personal way, and in how it all happened, it just felt like they did kind of do that. You know, the end of Trouble in Paradise, there was just a lot of trouble. And I was just like,
why?
I don't know. I think it was just like mid-20s crisis, like on 100, mixed with the pandemic.
Yeah.
There was just a lot happening. I didn't know where I stood. And then finding my home and the studio, and being able to like be in studio, be on the grass outside, go to my room and sleep if I wanted to. It felt like making the project was a lot less troublesome. And that's why it felt like, oh, this is just also going to be a project that follows from the trouble. Yeah. And then story-wise as well, it was just like, you know, obviously heartbreak, then the end. Trouble in Paradise ended with Beautiful, and just like a self-affirming song. And then Less Trouble, I think, really got into, okay, starts with breakup season, and it's like addressing the feeling of like, okay, I'm letting go of this and I'm moving on to something else. But again, not all stories are on love. I think it's just, they just end up sounding like that. But sometimes they're breaking up with your old self, breaking up with your old environments, breaking up with old habits. It's not that deep, but it ends up being that deep.
Yeah. And I love that, like, it sounds to me like you end with this affirming song, and then you start with like a breakup, right? Because I think that's how life is. Like, you don't get to a destination. You're not like, oh, that heartbreak is behind me now. I'm a new person. I'm so great.
I wish. I'm a new person. I'm so great.
That's it for the rest of my life. But I loved that, you know, with Tides, it's very much about drowning, right? And like struggling to keep your head above water and needing someone to hold your hand. But it felt like the way that you start Less Trouble is like, the someone that I need to hold my hand is me.
100%.
Did you like intend it that way?
No, not at all. But I think I figured that out in Fixate, which is like also close to Tides on that project. I thought like Fixate was about this other person, and like, you know, baby, when I let you crash, you know, I'm a team player. But I realized I was speaking to myself. I realized that I'd let myself down, and like, actually I'm on my side, whether I do wrong or I do right. Like, this is the team I have to play for, you know? So I did realize that I am the person that's holding my hand. Yeah, I did realize that.
Yeah. That's awesome. You know, now that the weather is changing and we're going into a new
Can
season.
you feel it?
I can feel it more this year.
Feels like summer.
I love it and hate it because this is the first time in my 30-something years of life.
You're in a relationship in the summer.
No.
What is it the first time?
Why is your mind... Okay.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, it's the first time in my life where I started getting like these itchy eyes.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, my throat feels funny, but I don't feel like I have the flu.
Oh no.
And then someone was like, yeah, it's called sinus. Like you're going into...
You need a little allergics.
And I was like, oh my gosh, those are the feelings I couldn't shake. So when you can't shake this feeling that it is breakup season, what are the telltale signs? What are your like itchy eyes? And
I love that, by the way. What are my itchy eyes? You just know. It was when you're in a relationship in the summer. Who does that? I'm joking. You just know. You just feel it. I think sometimes, and I'm not in that space in my life, and I can feel it. I can feel that, like, oh gosh, I'm really locked in, and that's really. You can also feel that, you know. You just know, and I think we love to avoid. We love to avoid the red flags or the signs, or like, okay, it's a little bit weird that, you know, you haven't done this or you haven't said that, or we haven't, you know, or you're saying that now, or you never used to feel that way about this now, you know. So
it's like a sign is you're becoming a different person than what I thought I knew. Yeah. But I think also maybe like this is a good place for us to take a step back, right? And say, like, you start off the album with a breakup.
Yes.
And I think for most artists, you guys love to say, yeah, it's inspired by life, but not really, or whatever, right? But we don't actually know. Yes, it's less trouble, but what led you to this body of work? What inspired this? Because you could have written anything.
Honestly, the same thing, mid-20s crisis, COVID, going from living in a flat to realizing I'm becoming an adult woman, I'm turning 30, I need to lay roots, you know what I mean? And also, I'm also single, so am I gonna wait for someone to come into my life to ground me, or am I just gonna ground myself? That's really like what led to all of that. I just needed to figure out where I was. Like I needed to feel safe and stable and not sleeping at Duku's house. Love you, Duku. And not like crashing at Duku's house, or, you know, driving around in my car and with all my clothes, not knowing if I live in KZN or in Joburg. I just needed to rid myself of some of that trouble. And that's really what started the whole thing, was really just me making those adult decisions to take out a home loan. Shout out to the bank that gave me a home loan. And then I was able to address what I was going through. Once I felt like, okay, I have somewhere to sleep, you know, this doesn't bother me anymore. And another thing, I also realized that I had like a constant prayer throughout COVID, and that was for peace. I was like, I just want peace, Lord. Like, I don't know.
God was like, let me just take this person out of your life.
Yeah, you want peace? Let me give you problems. And then I realized when I moved into my place that I had found peace, and it took me 3 years to do that. I just woke up one morning and I knew that I felt peace, which was crazy. And that inspired me to start working on the album. And like I said, my home is a studio, so it's also commercial. So I get to bump into a lot of artists there, which is so lovely. And I just was outside and I bumped into Master A Flat, and we had been saying we want to work. And that's the beauty of alignment. He was just there, and I just started working on the project with him immediately. And we didn't stop for like the past 4 years. We were actually just chilling and making music.
Really?
Which is, been nice. Maybe the last 2 years we were like, yo, we need to put this thing together into a project. But I just found him there and we just worked.
Master A flat.
Yeah, shout out to him. Yo, he killed it.
I remember a few years ago when you were telling me about Suited and you were saying it started out with Luke, right? Luke produced it.
Luke, yeah.
And then you got Maporisa to like...
Yeah, he helped us. Yeah,
do some stuff.
Tie the knot.
So then with this project, was it primarily... This album, was it primarily you and Master A flat, or like how did you decide who would be your partner in the soundscape?
Definitely Mpilo Master A flat was the partner in the soundscape. I did venture off to Cape Town to do 2 tracks. But primarily, Mpilo and I, just the songs that we made.
Which were the 2 you made in Cape Town and why?
Hard to Leave and Bare Minimum. Hard to Leave, I even did with Mpilo first, and then we felt like we wanted it to have like a real indie pop sound. So we went to the indie pop guys, you know what I mean? I had to travel to the right guys. So then we ended up in Cape Town for those 2 songs. And then until the last song, I was like
I was gonna say
chopping up with my old producer, and I'm like, you're not on this project. What do you mean? And of course, he sent me something that I absolutely love. And I wrote Until very quickly.
Yeah.
But Mpilo and I, shame.
You're locked in.
We locked in for this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to Hard to Leave, right?
Yes.
This song makes me so furious because this person is taking this other girl to
the same place you took me to on
your birthday.
Like,
and it felt to me like you're giving all the reasons of why it's easy to leave him. So why is it hard to leave? Tell me about writing the song and why you felt like it needs an indie pop. Because it's a very deep song.
It's boring. Hard to Leave, yeah. I think, again, you can't shake the feeling. You know that it's breakup season. But you don't want to leave, you know? Even though you know, like, this isn't where it's at. But at the same time, it's what you know. And change is unfamiliar and not comfortable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, check. This guy took this girl, really took her there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's why he took me on my birthday. Like, he's so uncreative. And I think sometimes I love to talk to myself, very psycho thing. But I'm always like, shit, but he took her somewhere else. So it was basically just me trying to tell me that, no, let this person go. And obviously, I think when you write Hard to Leave, the relationship's over. You know, this person is in another relationship already, but you're not. You're still in that relationship and you're still struggling to leave that relationship. So it's like, you really have to be honest with yourself and just say, okay, this person, they walked all over you. You know, they understood their essence and what they meant to you, you know, and they're with someone else now and he's taking her to the same places he took you. It's not creative. Let's go, babe. Let's leave.
And then you get your mind right somewhat because you go like, actually, you've been bringing the bare minimum. And I think on first listen, when I hear bare minimum, it feels like it's got like this crackly vintage kind of treatment to it. Why did you want to go that route?
Oh my gosh. That wasn't on purpose.
Oh?
Shame. I feel bad for Kiz. I love Lord Kiz. I sent her about 6 different versions of that song. And that was the last version that I made maybe a week before I dropped the project.
Really?
Bare Minimum was the only song that was not like hitting the mark for me.
In what way?
It's like sonically. The lyrics, the Kez's verse, 10 out of 10 as usual. Everything made sense, and that's why I just wanted to keep it on the project. But like the sound, it wasn't like it wasn't moving nicely, you know. It was more of a little bit of Afro, like Afro-esque.
Okay.
And then I changed it to like super pop. Then it was too happy and it was such a sad song. And I was like, and then the last one, I think I had gotten Mzizi, shout out to Mzizi, to replay the guitars because I was like, you know what, replay the guitars. And then he messages me and he's like, I replayed the guitars, don't mind the little part at the end. I was in the spirit. So I laugh, I listen to it. And the part at the end is like, goes into this different tangent. And I ended up taking that end part and then scrapping everything and just using that part over and over again. So I ended up looping a different melody to the song. And then I asked my producer to try and like run it through that effect. And then it just sounds like a little voice note, like to self, which I really love. Yeah.
It sounds very vintage. And I thought it's because he's old news.
I love that. Oh, baby, so locked in. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
But I also, like, this sounds so rudimentary, but I also love that you keep going dum-dee-dee-dum because it feels like it's not just a thing that you were saying. It feels like, are you dumb?
Yeah,
like,
I get you. Yeah.
But that's not what you were trying to do.
It's not what I was trying to do, but it was just like these basic ass lyrics is how basic he is. Like, you know, and shame he's not basic. No one's basic, but I mean like the situation, this relationship is basic. It can serve you more.
Yeah.
It can serve him more. It can be more exclusive.
Yeah.
It's elsewhere for each other. But dum diddy dum, like dumb. The whole thing's dumb, you know?
I had a conversation with D Koala.
I love that. Shout out to D.
I love D. And we were talking about, in essence, men doing the bare minimum. And she was saying, like, her whole thing is always like, I know what I need to maintain myself. And I've got it like that. You are adding on to me. But what she's finding is that typically men don't want to add on, you know? Like, I mean, she's got a line in her new album where she's like, if she says she's got the Airbnb, then he's like, oh, send me the Addy. And it's like,
oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. I get her. I get her, though.
But like, how are you navigating?
I get her, though.
You are someone who knows what you need. And I think on the album, you also say, I think it's on Steady, where you're talking about, you know what you need already. And you're being met with the bare minimum.
You know what? Like, I'm not there anymore. Thank God. I'm not there anymore. But that just comes with a lot of like lessons and like learning to value yourself and say, actually, this is not it. And I think when you do experience something, that's it. It's like, wow, yeah. I think we don't want a lot, like as women. I know we say that we want a lot, but like, I don't know, I saw a meme yesterday where the guy was like, it's so crazy, like, she doesn't want a lot, she just wants like me to answer my phone and like basic things. I just want breakfast out of my house twice a week. Like
twice a week is excessive.
I
like,
know.
You don't have a
job. I know, but that's me. Those are my things. Like I'm a brancher. Like, can you take me out to brunch? Like,
okay, what are your 3 things that you want from your ideal person? It's brunch twice a week.
It's advice.
Okay.
I'm a Libra, so I'm always on the fence. Like I want you to be able to tell me, like, can you say something, you know, to me that's like, okay, cool. Okay. You know,
I get that. It's like that thing Jill Scott says that you can tell me what to do if you can tell me what to do.
Thank you.
But if you can't tell me what to do,
oh, Jill. Oh, my sweet face. Oh, yes. She was on to something. Like, there's a lot of people I won't hear anything from, but like, you know, whoever I'm seeing right now, I'll hear them out.
Okay.
I'll hear them out, and I love that.
And then the third thing.
So it's brunch and time. Want to spend as much time with me as I want to spend with you.
Okay.
There cannot even slightly be an imbalance. They cannot even slightly, oh my gosh.
If he's like, but I saw you yesterday.
Oh my gosh, no. And I was in something like that where he was like, I just really don't miss you right now. And I was like, damn, I've missed you since I drove off. Like,
That's
you know,
sad.
I know.
I don't think you want a lot. You just want to be fed.
I just want to be fed,
be talked to, and to
speak
be seen.
to me and see me.
That's it. You know what? I very different tangent because I think I'm going to get very into your business, which is not
no stress.
But back to bare minimum and going into new Casanova.
Oh yeah,
I love that it feels so seamless. Like if you're not watching your streamer, like you there's no like then the song ends and then we go like why did you want them to bleed into each other like that?
So they were initially one song.
Oh.
Yeah. That little part where Mzizi was like, I was in the spirit, was new. Like I had written New Casanova in the song on top of that. And then everything just like, we just have too much fun as musicians. And then it's like, play something else. And then, you know, like, so they were initially one song and then we separated them, but still kept them close. But it's the same story. And it's like, you know what? It's all good, actually.
Yeah. Because there's...
You can go. You're excused. Fine.
I love that they bleed into each other like that because it says like what you have articulated, right? Like that on to the next. But it also kind of feels like metaphorically that bad advice that people try to give, that the way to get over someone is to get under.
It does sound like bad advice. I know.
So sad, bare minimum. And then now you're like, I've got a new person. So like that, I like that kind of imagery, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about why you end New Casanova with bitch. Like, because I thought like you were happy with New Casanovas, and now like why? What?
You know, the thing is when you move on and like you're in something else and you start to realize that other guy just didn't care about you. Because it's so easy for this guy to take me to breakfast every day of the week. It's so easy for him to be like, you just left, I miss you.
Yeah.
Come back. He's not any less busy than that guy or whatever. Yeah. So you realize, guy's a bitch. It's just a bitch. Like, you know, you're just like, bitch. Like, what a bitch. And you've never said it, you know? Yeah. And that's why it's not like aggressive. It's like under your breath because you're still not confident enough to say.
You sound a bit annoyed when you say it at the end. Like you sound a bit annoyed.
Because I want you to know, like, he's totally better.
I mean,
he's big.
I'll take that from
you. He's big, he's young, he's everything. He's, you know, that's how it was at the time. It's not like that right now, but.
I know, because this is the part that I got annoyed with you. That the next song, I believe, is What Are We? Ma'am, why are we with the New Casanova? Now we're asking, what are we?
That's the thing.
I feel like even you are seeing that.
Yeah, he wasn't the best like replacement. Like he wasn't the best replacement, but he was just a replacement. You know what I mean? And like just a. And I think like, geez, those are all the things that really happened. Wow. I was in something where I just felt like, oh, this is so hard to leave. And then this is really the bare minimum. And then I did feel like I met like in the spur of things, you know, go back to Durban, you know, sun's out, guns out. Like, damn, nice here. Actually, don't worry about it. I'm sorted. Now, what are we? Because, you know, and I wasn't really sure about, I'm never really sure about what we are because I think I'm so independent and so afraid to commit and whatever that it's like in my head we're committed, but like in reality we haven't had the conversation and like, you know, we've kissed, you know, like I've tasted you. What's next? Like what's the next step? And you know, I want to do all these things with you. What are we? So you're right. It did go from super confident to like,
yeah, the girlies were down bad.
Down bad, yeah.
Like,
No,
not you.
well spotted, babe. Yeah.
But I think that it is something that a lot of people go through. So I'm fine with it. But did you find out what you are when you were in Dublin?
Oh, Dublin. Yeah, no, we were not anything.
But why did you go to Dublin for this video, for the What Are We video?
So I was in Dublin, and I just decided to shoot something for What Are We? You know, I just decided to make the most of the time. Shot a little pub crawl.
Were you touring?
I wasn't touring. I was actually there with a brand had taken me to Dublin.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, and my family's from Ireland, so it was also very special to be there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to document it, and then I decided to do a little video.
Is that where your family was singing the song for you?
Yeah. Hi, so Shekhinah. You're in Dublin. My grand is Irish. Yeah. So it was really, I think she was excited that I was in Ireland. And I was just trying to like rack up content at the time. We still put out an official music video, but that was just an extra. Yeah.
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 What I wanted to ask you about seeing that pub crawl is you know the song because it's yours, but the public doesn't know the song. So when you are filming, like whether it's for social or for whatever, how logistically, how does that work?
Pub culture in Ireland, everybody is gesape.
So
it's like
even cares.
9 a.m. in Dublin. Everyone's in a good mood.
Yeah.
Everybody has a beer. Everybody's got a Jameson. Everyone's got a Guinness. Like they are chilled. Like they want to be in the video. Like they want to be in it. And I also bumped into a couple of South Africans, which was really special.
Oh.
Really special. Yeah.
So you gave them the exclusive, basically. Like, so did you play the song? Or was it in your ear?
I had it in my ear. I wasn't obnoxious about it. I had it in my ear. Yeah. It was pretty chilled.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And it also means like you feel safe that no one's going to take that and put it on social. Like,
yeah. It was cool. Song. It was cool.
Yeah.
No one knew I was there. Everyone was just like trying to be in the video. Like, yeah.
That's very cute. So I want to talk about Steady.
Yes.
Because when we meet you on this album, like we said, it's heartbreak season, right? And then we kind of go like, there's a new person, and then there's What Are We? And then Steady is like, have you now decided that you are in and you want to know if that person is in? Tell me about Steady.
Yeah, steady is that. Just deciding. Actually, I haven't been very intentional as well.
Yeah.
And what do you say? What do you say? Like, we do it because it's only us and it's only you for me, and that's the reality of it. And that's the decision that I've made. And when I go, I know you'll regret it. So, What are you saying? So yeah, Steady was really just me trying to be more intentional and more intentional. So is What Are We? Like trying to say it but not saying it.
Yeah.
I think What Are We is more of an inside dialogue and like thoughts in my room, and Steady is more like intentional. I called you again. I know I said some things, but I still want this to be what I want. Something more than what it is. And going steady is like, it's difficult, but it's so beautiful when you are going steady. So I wanted to also pay homage to that.
Yeah.
And to couples that are going steady. Yeah, I think when you're in love and you're in a relationship and you have made that commitment to somebody, you need a song like Steady.
Yeah.
You need a song like Steady, not to keep you in something that you don't want to be in, but to remind you that like ebbs and flows, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also sounded to me like in the beginning, you are feeling, you can't shake the feeling of the heartbreak season. But the roles are reversed in that maybe he's not saying that I can't shake the feeling that this is not it. And I thought it was, in the way that I'm thinking about it, it's good for you to have a taste of your own medicine.
100%.
It's not nice when you are the person, but
100%.
But something you said just now about like saying it without saying it.
Yes.
It kind of feels like sonically, or is that the right word? I was telling Dabo Zulu that like I want to study music because there are ways that I think about.
Sonically is definitely the correct word.
No, but there must be another.
A better term. Okay.
Yeah, I want to be able to use the jargon in a way that I need it. But like you almost sound like you've got the mic like right on your lips, and it sounds like you're not in the mood to project necessarily or whatever. And it made me think about like, does that reflect your
ability to? Probably, definitely. I didn't think about it like this. This is beautiful. I love it. Thank you for listening to the projects and diving in. But I do think that that's how it is, you know. There's certain things that are harder to say and don't come out as boldly as other things, you know, that we're not shouting from the rooftops when we're wrong, you know. Yeah. We're coming very like calmly. And I think that was what Steady was. It was just like, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have Steady Part 2.
Yes.
Which like you taper off from Steady and then you go into like this, like you're playing with melody on that one. Why did we need a part 2? I'm grateful for it. Why did we need it? And like, what is this you being like, I just wanted to be a perfectionist again?
Because the first Steady kind of had a part 2 and I felt like I needed to elaborate on that. And at the time I couldn't elaborate on it. So again, with music, like you just need to go away, experience what you need to experience to be able to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
So I had made Steady. I couldn't finish the end of it. So it kind of just fades out. And Steady Part 2 is really like just finishing that thought. But I needed to go out and like fall in love again and be hopelessly like obsessed with someone to write Steady Part 2. And yeah, I'm grateful for that. Steady Part 2 is my fave.
Oh,
yeah.
It's really great.
Yeah.
It also made me think, when I got to Steady Part 2, I was like, I think you're tricking us. Because we start this album off, it feels like at the end. And then the actual end of the album is I'm Gonna Love You Until.
Yeah.
So it feels like actually track 1, get Until.
Like, yes.
Did 100%. You give us a reverse album?
Yes.
Tell me.
Not really. Not really, no, but yes. No, because it's all like it comes out how it comes out. Like all those songs really came in that order. Besides Steady Part 2. Steady Part 2, I had to go and find that in order to finish that thought. And Too Good to Fail was initially the last song.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know, whatever it is, it's too good to fail. But Until Again came after Steady Part 2. So I wrote Until and Steady Part 2 at the same time, almost. Okay. And then I just had to give them space from each other. But it does kind of feel like I worked my way backwards.
Yes.
Yes, I get that.
We're definitely on the dance floor on Until.
Yes.
And then it feels like you get to like Bunky, and then it's like, oh, what are we? And then it's like, actually, you're doing the bare minimum. And then it's like, yeah, let's break up.
Oh, yeah. Let's end this. Yes.
Yeah, it felt like that for me. But before we talk about until I suppose, actually maybe let's talk about it now. Obviously, for some people, they may know until as like Jax and Shaz and you know that kind of conglomerate, right? But until is also like a classic South Africanism. How did you get to until?
Honestly, I was performing at an until event, and I think sometimes I'm a slow processor. But I do process. I love to process, but just very slowly. And obviously, after being around until and any until experience, and I think I've really thought about the name until, and I was like, oh yeah, like forever, like infinite, yeah. And I just wanted to write a song about it.
That you're gonna love them
until, yeah.
That's so cute.
Thank you.
Who are you wishing happy birthday?
When?
At the beginning of the song.
No, I was like, I've just got home. I think I miss you already.
You don't say happy birthday?
No, I say hi. Oh, I say hi. I just wanted to say
happy birthday.
No, no. Hi. I just wanted to say that I'm home safe. Oh, maybe the home safe sounds like happy birthday.
You know what? We're going to have to play it.
Okay.
But I don't want my stuff to get taken down.
No.
Every time I play
something, they take it down.
Like, you know, on the videos, it's like, oh, yeah, that's actually someone else's copyright. But I feel like you say happy birthday and you're saying you're not saying happy birthday. So
thank God.
I'll report back. I'll make her listen after this and report back. Okay, cool. So I think with Until being the dance-oriented track, that is one that people would expect a young stunner on, right?
Okay, I get you.
Or like that vein. But you decided, no, we're gonna go to Jabu Kanyile.
Right.
How? So for those of you who don't know, you guys are interpolating Spunky Punky.
Yes.
By Jabu Kanyile.
Yes, ma'am.
Into Spunky.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Obsession with the song from the producer's side, Master A Flat.
Is he obsessed with it?
He loved it. He was playing it the one day and he was like, oh, I think I wanted, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bilo. I think I wanted to sample a classic old school R&B, which, God willing, like I actually finished and put it out.
Yeah.
I did work on it. It is done. I just wasn't feeling it. And then he was like, there's also something I want to sample. And it was Spunky. And then we just cooked it and 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 sent it to Young Stana. And then he cooked it. And we were just pre-cooking it. He cooked it. And then my bass player, Sia, that plays in my band, came and finished, like annihilated it. Like so the bass that you hear in the beginning and the end of the song and throughout the song is Sia. He absolutely killed that.
Yeah.
And everybody cooked it. Una, I was struggling with the verses. Una's like, nah. Like,
I saw Una Rams on the credits. I said,
no,
was
Una,
he supposed to be?
No, not a mistake. Not a mistake. Una is a fantastic songwriter, like an artist. But every time he's been in my space, it's because I've just been like, yo, dude, I suck. I can't finish the songs.
Yeah.
And Una's like, you don't suck. I'll come and see what's happening. He walks in the room, he means business, energy, 110%. And like, this lyrical genius. So when it came to What Are We, Spunky, and a lot of other songs that are not on the project that I just couldn't crack by myself, he was there and made them what they were. So it's crazy how Spunky was cooked by a lot of people to be where it is today. But Stana, I just felt like the original song was led by a male.
Yeah.
So I wanted that essence, that masculine, the person that's calling you, funky. So he cooked it also in like a week and sent it back. So, wow. I can't believe these songs are out. Wow. I cannot
we
believe.
get to hear them.
I cannot believe that.
Why?
Jeez. They've been sitting with us for so long. These are things we made years ago.
Like 5 years.
Like 4 years. Yeah.
Hectic.
Crazy.
You seem like you're going back there.
Yeah, I've traveled. I've time traveled. I'm there. Yeah, just things we took forever to finish.
Yeah.
And finish them now. Like now. We finished them now, but we've started them long ago.
Yeah.
And lots of people have come in and out, and Teddy played guitar on the song. Fun. So it was making this project was very fun.
Yeah.
It
was less trouble.
Less trouble. People in and out to contribute, and like just things I've never done before. Usually just cooped up with one producer in one space. He's playing the guitar and the keyboard. He's playing the drums on the keyboard. But now when we wanted something, we reached out. We're like, we need a real bassist, you know? Sia pulled up, you know? We need a real guitarist. Teddy pulled up.
Yeah.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah. I think we've often said, like, you obviously came into the industry and crafted your own space, right? Like, you're a one of one in your space.
Thank you.
Is it important for you, like you were saying, you sampling this old school R&B track, and now you've re-highlighted Jabu Kanyile possibly to a new audience? Is it important for you to be like, I want to pay homage to older South African acts? Or you don't really think about it?
I mean, I never really thought of it like that. I think I've just been inspired by maybe AKA sampling process, and I just knew that I'd never done it before.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm like, what song speaks to me? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to say the name of the song because I really still want to release it. But I was like, oh, I remember she came to my school. She performed the song. It's iconic.
It's PJ Powers.
It's PJ Powers. It's not, but I was so obsessed with the song. I need a sample, and I did, and it's really dope. It's just not cooked properly. And then I think Mbilo obviously sampled with AKA, so it's their thing, you know. So for him, it was easy, but you don't realize what you're doing, like what you said. Like, I think I didn't realize the impact of paying homage and how important that is, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. Before I let you go, if you could select one song from this album that, like, when you're in your 80s, some kid is sitting at whatever the evolution of podcasts is.
Yes.
And they're like, I couldn't wait to sample this song.
Sample everything, guys. Come on, pay for that all day time. Sample everything. Sample everything. Sample everything. I don't think I'd ever feel disrespected or like, music is just like, it's for everyone. It's not for us to keep. But obviously I'm obsessed with Steady Part 2. That's my baby. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's it for me, babes.
Thanks.
Is there something you wanted to tell us before I let you go?
That's everything. We went through every song. Wow.
Not every.
Not every song, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you for, like, listening to my theories.
I love that you had theories.
And, like, it's unfortunate
Make
that
me
it's
feel
not a
deeper than I am.
I wish it was a reverse album, but
I'll work on one for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is Shekhinah. I'm Helen. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.